But that's all I know. So I don't really look into, I look at the source, like whatever. Like, even from each article that you find or video that you find, you got to look at with, like I say, with a grain of salt or with the salt, the whole salt shaker. You got to look it up with the whole size salt shaker in the hand. Let me think if I can put the cord over here. I have to put the cord so it don't slide out. Yeah. I mean, not the cord, the stripe from my handbag. Oh my God, I think I'm ready to move on. So beautiful to see the sun come up. Let me show you what it looked like so far. Yeah, ever since I left the house, this is all I've been seeing. These patterns. Which I mean, I'm used to seeing these things since I was a baby, obviously. But I don't remember seeing these patterns like, this has been like the whole morning. Like the sheep, we call them the sheep, the sheep patterns, they look like sheep. So that's why I question it. I never seen, that pattern like recreated since I left my house. I come from the West and look it up. So I've been here like 2.5 hours and you still continue to see the same sheep patterns. That's when I say like suspicious, suspicious clouds, you know, and it's like I should not even be complaining, right? Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's like last year was really weird. The subways flooded twice downtown in Brooklyn. You see the videos, the water coming out of the walls. Really scary. That's why I even stayed in my house because they have every day they have this alert, flash flood alert, flash flood alert. I'm like, all right, so if I go to the beach, you know, what if I get trapped downtown Brooklyn, downtown Manhattan, which is like that's where the water come out the highest. 'Cause it's down. Over here, not much. Although I saw that there was flooding on 145th Street uh, subway stations. And I was like, oops, ain't that Washington Heights? Isn't it supposed to be more elevated? Ain't it supposed to be no more, not to be prone to flooding? I don't know. It's like supposedly we have given billions and billions of dollars after Hurricane Sandy. But I saw all the downtown train stations flooding, you know. I mean, there's the video of this old lady, the water rising and she's going through the water in the staircase, going down in the subway. I'm like, that's when, that shit stuck in my head last year. It's like, so was that like, to make people, I mean, why are you going to promote? Because that video everybody was retweeting that shit. I was like, why you going to be, she got no common sense. And it's like, she'd be like, why are you going down there? If you see already, like, you coming down from the street and you already see the whole platform is flooded. I'm like, that's scary. That shit is scary. It's like, if it continue to rise up, then like, I don't know. That shit is like scary to me. Very scary when the water start going up and you are in the train tunnel. Mm. I'm sleepy. Oh, getting sleepy. You remember that cartoon? You're getting sleepy. And that shit is crazy, when you look back and you see everything about your childhood was premeditated, it was specifically to produce, certain results for them, just, and, a lot of times, I mean, it's right there in front of your eyes. You see that they're doing rituals. They're doing rituals in every Hollywood movie. You know, I mean, like, now you got social media, people they cut off, like, even the cartoons, they have all these subliminal sexual stuff. I mean, like, it's too much. It is just too much. I'm like, and the worst part is that a lot of people know about it, but because we are incapable of associating ideas, what actually happened is that we continue, you know, consuming what they produce. It's crazy. It is crazy. I'm like, don't you see? It's the same people. They got an agenda and they want us to go there as a society. They want us to do certain things. They want us to, And the worst part is like they just don't want us to do certain things. They telling us that's our culture. That is our culture. And so when I used to be reading like African American Twitter, it's like there was a lot of debunking, like, that's not African culture, that's not. But there was like using like the food. The food is, I think, the most, I don't know what that means, that word, pernicious, but it sounds like a word I want to use right now. It's like my boyfriend. He cannot even. I mean, at his age, I was even worse than him is. So that's why it hurt. But I cannot be like shocked because I was way, 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 way worse. I was way worse at his age. Eating all this garbage because you know I trusted them. I thought this is progress. This is like, come on, you know, we wanna make sure that there's not gonna be no more hunger in the whole planet. That's why we're making sure that all these vegetables and fruits they got longer shelf life and they're able to, you know, to be transported. People, you know, all the garbage, that I kept on reading and like, come on, it's nothing. I think, you know, what woke a lot of us up was the GMO, like, but then it died. Then it died because I feel like a lot of the resistance was control opposition. It was control opposition, and it was like, yeah, there was manifestations, there was like whatever, and like in Mexico, we had a big defeat in 2019. As soon as we took office, we got distracted, and you know, they reversed this law. So now we're back again, allowing transgenics. I mean, seeds. We're allowing transgenic seeds in Mexico. Just like, I don't know what's the state of at this point right now. I don't know what's the state of because sometimes I don't even wanna look it up. It's just like, come on, we already have stopped that. that we was not gonna get GMO seeds. The good thing is that we made an advance. We legislated to protect native corns, like Del Simple and other corns that our ancestors used to use, which they don't add starch. But it's frustrating because there's so many of us, and so very few of them. They still manage to blind people. Oh no. This year we had a scandal in Mexico with this Italian lobbyist. He got into Congress. He got into Congress with a suitcase full of dollars. And he sat next to this congresswoman. She tried to deny it, but I'm hoping her career is ruined because we parade her. I mean, it's like he come in and right there he sat next to her, and she's looking at the suitcase like if it's breakfast. It's disgusting, disgusting. It's like how are you gonna get into Congress, which is like a sacred place. You go there right there to buy the lobbyists so we don't pass the reform, the energetic reform, which I mean, it's not nationalized. It's not even nationalization. It's just that we want the state to have the majority of the stakeholder. Oh wow, she's all coordinated. You look nice though. But she should have like, I don't know. It's a beautiful pink. She got a whole pale pink handbag, everything. I find that's, like this color, I'm gonna show you, with pale pink and brown. It's my favorite combinations. Oh my god, I'm making commercials. Anyway, why I got so distracted of color? They already know that. They already know that. We just passed a law in Mexico that, for mood alteration products, we're not gonna be allowing any colors and no cartoons, amongst other things. Which actually the other day I found this thing like this, and it was like a beautiful color. It was like my handbag, and I was like, for a second, I got, like I look at this like, what is it? They're like, ew. That was like that vaping things. Like, I remember when they first came out, I picked one up because they're like so shiny, like they look like aerodynamic, like a car. It's just like they got this shape and so smooth edges with a few cuts, like a diamond. And I don't know this design, and it's like I picked it up. It's like, and then realized this is a freaking ew, ew. I mean, it's sad. It is sad because only God knows how many youths we have lost to that shit. I mean, like if you watch the documentary on Netflix about vaping, you go like, what? Oh my god, the sun just gave me a hug. Oh my god, it's so beautiful and hot. All this side is like, oh wow. I got a memory from my childhood when I used to go to school. On my way to school in Mexico, as I walk in, I will get the sun like that on my way to school. I think that was the only beautiful thing about going to school. Who's that bell? Who's ringing that bell? Oh, yeah, is that my phone? Yeah, this is my phone. I ain't got no phone other than this phone. What is ringing like that? I don't see it. There's nobody there. Oink, oink. I'm bullying a bird. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, if you do that right now, you can go to jail. You know, when I was young, it's like you would just pass by somebody and you go oink oink. And you remember, like you're like, you don't want to eat in public. You don't want to like. It was good. It was good because it's like you stop now. People are like, you know, eating everywhere on the bus, everything. Really crappy shit. Ooh, That's another destructive thing because the few times I have talked to the young people, they consider us to be some kind of monsters. I can tell. They consider us to be some kind of monsters. They don't even correct us no more. They just like roll their eyes and like, oh my god, you guys are so toxic and you are not politically correct and blah 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 blah. And I look at them the same way. So it's like a standstill. They're obsessed with the words, with the wording. They're obsessed with the wording, and they are programmed like a computer to find the slightest shit that you say wrong, But if I was to pick on them, don't, I could be the champion of politically correct. Come on, I am the champion of politically correct when it comes to race. You know, when it comes to race, I'm like, I can tell you this is the bullshit that 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 people do. Like, you know, like in Mexico, it's like if uh, if a woman, when a woman got a baby, when a woman got a baby, if the baby got light skin, especially if it got yellow hair and shit, limp hair, everybody go like, so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, so cute, adorable, blah blah blah. And if the baby come out with black skin, God forbid, with natural, original hair, like, oh, they say like cute. That's as much as it goes. Cute. Curious. We use that word curious, which is like, I mean, it not don't mean the same thing when they use it over here. But there's a word they say curious looking. I mean, it was just shameless. Come on, because I mean, we knew that when I was a baby. I was a child, and we already knew. Me and my sister, we was always like to say like, we noticed that shit with the babies in our family. It was totally totally different double standard. Oh yes, I have a phone. This is not the phone. Oh, I think Marcus was calling me. That's what it was. Oh my god. I thought I was using the same phone. Wait a minute, but I don't know because yesterday I was here in the park. I came much later. He had told me that he wanted to come to the house. I don't know for what, but obviously because I cannot have sex. This has been a real, I think from all the challenges that we have had in the last 5, 6 years, this is the worst challenge that we got. Because of my surgery. I am feeling a lot better, but this is challenging. This is challenging. It's like, I guess I could have sex, but then you have to be certain sex, to be a certain way, certain like whatever. Oh, here it is. I can do this shit. Heading home then. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him I'll start heading home. I'll start heading home like in 5 minutes. It's so nice to breathe. Where's everybody? For real. I guess they're all wasted from last night. And that's how yesterday became such a popular holiday, right? Because that was like, they told me the Arab over there at the corner store. He told me that he said he lived in Kingsbridge, and he said that it was out of control last night, and the police never came. It's like I say, duh, you know. I mean, this is the one of the days, and their New Year's where they turn a blind eye, to all this because this is how we got ADD already, right? And I saw one time there was these conversations in Africa about how disruptive the weekends are in Africa. Obviously, just talking about Africa, right? But it's everywhere. It is everywhere, everywhere, because we got that culture. It's like, oh yeah, 5 days, yeah, the revolution, yeah, this, yeah, that, and then the weekend come, and everybody get high and drunk and wasted and just let go and sex and whatnot, and it is disrupted. That's why they promote it. That's why they promote it, and sometimes it's hard. It's hard. I'm 57. It's still hard sometimes. I go like Friday night, Saturday night. Damn, I'm home, and I feel weird. I feel weird to be at home, because the mind start telling me, "Oh, you're single. What's holding you back? You can be a slut. You can be like whatever. Like no, thank you, but no. Because those are the images that we got. Oh my God, live a little. Like the people, from the '60s, they say, oh, if you remember the '60s, you was not in the '60s, in the '70s. That's supposed to be an indicator of what. That's supposed to be, I don't know, but it's a powerful one. It is a powerful one. To get out of the matrix is like it's been already like 15 years that I'm on this journey. For mental decolonization, and I'm still in the deconstruction phase. 15 years later, I'm still in the damn deconstruction phase. I mean, it's both. I mean, like while you're deconstruction, you can start adding original, native stuff. But that one is a challenge. That should. Oh, they just left it. Oh, not in service. Oh, the one in this. I was gonna say, like, they got up off the bench because they gotta sit down just to wait 2 minutes for the damn bus. And then they got up, and I saw the bus. So, they done it sometimes. They're really bitter right now because they're stupid. They're unionized, and they still put them in commission, on commission, whatever you say that. They put them on commission. It's like the more passengers you get, but not just any passenger. It gotta be the ones that they swipe the Metro card. But you got a lot of the passengers that don't have money. They gotta sneak in through the back door. No pun intended. Anyway, I'm gonna start heading home. I'm gonna go through the park. So I'm gonna take some video. Yeah, I gotta go home and shower. I didn't even shower, so like, let's get the hell out of the house. And then I started like getting anxiety. Just like every time I leave my house, I get anxiety. Like, I started doing the dishes. Like, why are you doing the dishes right now? Those damn dishes have been sitting there for a week, and now, oh, I gotta do the dishes. I don't know why, but I mean, I think it's because of the school. The school was very apprehensive to me, and I had to go every morning to school, and I was like, it was a lot. It's a lot to go to a whole boys school. That's why sometimes I get frustrated, with the young generations. Come on, it's like, and that's what I want to tell all these feminazis, like, oh really,